Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I am here with an unboxing of a recent new release from Diamond Art Club. Thanks to Diamond Art Club for sending this over. This is going to be a belated sneak peek or a first look at this really cozy image from Rita Kónya, aka Aria Illustrations, called Cottagecore Witch. Look at all of the amazing details in this piece. Oh, I am really looking forward to seeing what this looks like actually on the canvas and seeing all the colors and special drills in this one. So on the box we have a bit of the render of the artwork wrapped around the top part of the box. We can see that this is going to be pretty big, 69.9 by 96.8 centimeters or 27.6 by 38.2 inches. All the blue branding you see down here is what Diamond Art Club uses for their square drill diamond painting kits. It'll be pink if it's a round drill kit. On the side is a little bit more information about the number of colors and the special drills. So 5 fairy dust diamonds in this kit's gonna have 109,000 plus diamonds in it. On the back of the box, there's some information about how to diamond paint. You'll also find a diamond painting for beginners video linked below, along with some other helpful videos I've done. Here's your kit contents, and then down at the bottom of the box, you'll actually see the thumbnail and the name of the artwork. And this is really handy in particular if you are like me and store all your diamond paintings stacked on top of one another. When you're going to look for a painting, it's really nice to just be able to see the names of the paintings on the end of the box, as opposed to having to pull out all of the boxes and look at the images that way. So really handy addition. Now, I do believe that this kit is still in stock as of the time of this filming. If you decide to go and do some shopping at Diamond Art Club and you happen to be a first-time buyer, I do have a 20% off discount code you're welcome to use. That's just my name, Katie, K-A-T-I-E, and the number 20. Like I said, it's for first-time buyers at Diamond Art Club. I may make a small commission if you choose to use it because it is an affiliate code. It always goes straight back into my channel and is, of course, very much appreciated. But no worries if not. You're going to see some other discount codes throughout this video. I just would suggest taking advantage of one of them. Don't pay full price for your Diamond Art Club order. Let me get out all the little bits in here. There we go. Okay. And let's first take a look at the toolkit. Now, you're going to see some videos linked below about various parts of the new toolkit. These are recently upgraded and include new pen, new tray. Let me show you those briefly. And if you want to see more in depth, you'll find those videos linked below. Now we have the new twist and pick pen, which if you peel this, or not peel, pull this off. Sometimes it's a little tricky, actually. There we go. Just went flying. There we go. This is actually preloaded with putty, and if you twist this, the putty will start to come out the end. It has kind of a delayed effect, so I do a little twist and then just wait a bit. It is also refillable. If you twist it the opposite direction, you can put more putty in there. Then there is a 4-placer that is in the end. It is removable, and you can put in a metal placer, or they include another multi-placer or 7-placer, as well as one of the old style, kind of the standard brass tips. So if you prefer this kind of tip to this one, then you can pop this in the end, and it basically functions like the old pens and the old toolkits did. But this is still a little more ergonomic and comfortable to work with, I find, than those old pens were, for sure. Then we also have some pink wax, which I do like using this in both my single and multi-placer. And we have some additional putty in case you run out of what is already preloaded in the pen. In addition, you will see that you have some baggies if you want to store your leftover diamonds. And then my favorite of the toolkit upgrades, which is the tray. It comes with a sliding lid, a stopper, and some of my favorite features are just that it is so much larger. I like that it has the tall walls. It just is a really nice upgrade. It's much nicer and easier to work with than the old trays were. It's also stackable. There's cutouts on the top and bottom where you can stack all these trays on top of each other. So that is the upgraded toolkit. And then just get everything over there. And here you're gonna have some helpful information, including here are their socials. Here's some tips and tricks. There's your kit contents. These are QR codes specifically for the mobile app and 20% off your first purchase through the app. Here's a QR code to join the VIP Facebook group, and there are some step-by-step instructions written out for you. Then in here we have a set of different stickers. So here's the original artwork. You can see that really pretty artwork and a spot to write your start and end date, the stats, and then over here we have all of our color sticker labels. The code you see in the right-hand column is the DMC color code. It comes from the DMC brand of floss, and most diamond painting companies do use this color code system. With Diamond Art Club though, there are a couple things I do want to point out. So first, if you look at the end of the color list, you will often see colors that have a letter at the beginning. In this case, we have our Fairy Dust Diamonds, which start with the letter Z. We have our AB, which they have recently changed. It used to have a color code that was under the number 150, and with new releases, they're transitioning to having the AB be at the end of the color list with the letters AB in the front. Additionally, you'll sometimes see colors in the 6000s range. These are not DMC color codes. These are actually color codes that Diamond Art Club has created because they make all their diamonds in-house. They're able to make their own colors, so they have created some colors to fill gaps in what the DMC color code system has to offer. Also, with new releases, we're seeing them roll out with these Treasure Quest cards. This is a secondary rewards program and is also just a cute collectible. So it has the artwork and the information about it. And then there's some details on here that give this card a particular rank. There's bronze, silver, gold, and black. That's an order of rarity, with black being the rarest. I think this one is bronze. There's a graphic out there and some explanations like on the Diamond Art Club website that I'll have linked below. But you can scratch this off. There is a code here you can redeem, and when you have enough of different combinations of ranks of cards, you can redeem these for things like gift cards or even a custom diamond painting. So the old rewards program is still in place. Like I said, this is kind of a secondary rewards program and just is another way to get free stuff. So anyway, let's take a look at the canvas and the diamonds. This is a big one. I'm telling you, when I picked up the box, I was like, oh, this is hefty. So all right, here's the top. Let's go ahead and roll it down. And I will be sure to give you a good look at this whole canvas in just a bit. All of these really, really pretty colors. It absolutely is just the definition of cottagecore. The whole vibe of the artwork and the colors, I love it. I feel like we're seeing a lot of artwork from Aria Illustrations recently. You've seen a number of them unboxed on my channel. And so it's been really fun to see this artwork rolling out here. And she has a lot of different styles. She has some that are more like kind of face-on portraits, and then others that are really intricate and detailed like this one is. So you can see all those geese. It's giving like Mother Goose, right? I kind of love it. Oh, I didn't see the cat. I love the cat. I didn't notice that in the original artwork. And this goose gets a bow. I wonder if that's a gander. I love it. And all the pinks, it's so pretty. Okay, if you're interested, go ahead, and if you take a look at the screen, I'll pop up a picture of the whole canvas and frame so you can see it all at once. This is gorgeous. I feel like I can already tell at a glance that this is going to have quite a bit of confetti, but I think that's going to really help with translating this kind of softer kind of artwork into diamond painting form. I think this looks really good. So let's take a tour of the features of the canvas. At the top, we have their branding, Do What Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club. The edges of the canvas are scalloped and poked, so fraying shouldn't be an issue. The back of the canvas is going to be really soft and almost plush to the touch. It holds drills well, it lays flat well. And then we have this really sticky poured glue, not these. We do have the perforated sections on this kit. So this plastic is perforated for you. You're also seeing these pink lines here. The pink lines are designed to help you be able to see the edges of the perforations a little bit more easily. It looks like this was put with the plastic cover on correctly, so the pink lines did not transfer to the glue. There is a known issue with some canvases. We really should be, I think, from how I understand it, at the tail end of canvases that have been affected by this. But there are some canvases that the plastic cover was put on upside down and some of the pink transferred to the glue. If you run into this with your kit, you can contact customer support. They have some compensation options that you can definitely use. And the good news is that if you happen to get this kit and it has the pink lines and they put the cover on wrong, this has square drills, and in my personal experience and from what I've seen of others, the square drills fit so tightly on here that they're going to cover up the pink lines and you're not going to see them. Even still, contact Diamond Art Club's customer support for compensation options, and if you want to return it, you can do that. They're doing a prepaid shipping label, so it's at no cost to you. All right, so we have a legend up here at the top left, as well as over here at the bottom right, and then at the bottom left, we have the thumbnail of the original artwork. little bit of fuzz. Sometimes that happens from where they do like the edging. And then we have the title and the size and then copyright. So this piece is legally licensed from Rita Kónya and Aria Illustrations. That means that Diamond Art Club both has the permission of the artist and is compensating them for the use of their artwork. Over here we have their socials and yet another discount code. And here is a bit of information about their lifetime warranty, which includes things like if your canvas is affected by the pink lines on the glue. So as long as you're the original owner and purchaser of your kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty. It also includes things like if you were to run out of a drill color. Take a little look at this canvas more up close and see what some of these details look like. It is definitely a confetti heavy canvas. Confetti is where you have a lot of changes of color in a small area, and so you're probably going to be doing more in the way of single placing, changing the color out in your tray more often. The nice thing about that is typically with higher confetti, you're going to get more detail, nice color blending, and some softness sometimes if it's, about the color blending. So there's little bits here and there of what I would call color blocking, but not much. I'll try to find a good example. Actually, here in her hat. So we have a literal block of this symbol right here. So color blocking is where you have a lot of the same color in a small area. So you'll be able to grab a multi-placer and multi-place your way through that. And you'll also have that color in your tray for a bit longer as well. Look at the little duckling or gosling. It's so cute. And then we have our pretty house over here. I love, love, love all like the flowers in the windows, all the pink flowers, which of course I love. We have our sky up here. Seeing just the range of colors in this kit, it doesn't surprise me that it has 75 colors. It feels like it needs that. So we have all the shades of green, all the shades of pink, and then all the blues in the sky and everything. So I love it. It does have some nice color to it, but overall is in terms of tone, it is a more like muted kit, I suppose, which in my mind fits the vibe and kind of the name of cottagecore. So I love that this is out now as well, just because I feel like all things cottagecore are very on trend. And so now we get a diamond painting that's on theme for that too. I have children, so being cottagecore is a little harder to pull off. Anyway, we're at almost 97 centimeters. And then this way, I always like to just check for posterity, We're at almost 70 centimeters, so we are true to size, my friends. Okay, let's take a look at these colors. I want to find those special drills. So, big block of colors here. This really was like, I feel like it almost didn't fit in the box. Like, this is a hefty bag of colors. So, I just sent some positive vibes into the past for me that I'm going to be able to wrap this back up and get it put back away. Oh, there is, by the way, there's a sticker on here that tells you what kit these go with, just in case you store these separate from the canvas. All right, there is just those nice muted earthy tones there. Let's take a closer look. Now, these bags are going to have the DMC code printed on them. And these are square drills, like I mentioned earlier. And Diamond Art Club square, hold that thought. We already have our first special drill. So Z3865, we do have 2 bags of this fairy dust color. Now, fairy dust diamonds, these have a fine glitter coating on the top that gives them a shimmery effect. You're also going to see this a little bit more easily in some of the other colors in this kit. It's a little hard to show in the white, so please do stay tuned. I will show you up close with some of our other colors as well. This is actually, this is my favorite special drill type. I think it's so pretty. Here we have our next one, which is the 761. This is a nice light pink. You can even see the glitter coating on that a little bit better. It tends to show up more obviously on darker colors, but the lighter ones, it still has a really nice subtle shimmer. It's pretty subtle on those though. And then we have all these shades of green. Diamond Art Club's square drills tend to be really, really consistent in size and shape in my experience. That is partly because, like I mentioned when we were looking at the colors and talking about the 6000s range, Diamond Art Club does make all their diamonds in-house, which gives them a good amount of quality control. And so that's really important, especially when you have a nice tight drill field like Diamond Art Club's, that the drills are really consistent in size and shape. So here's two more special drill colors. So first we have our one and only AB color in this kit. This is AB 963. This is a pink AB, and you can definitely see the special drill coating on these for sure. AB stands for Aurora Borealis. These are named after the Northern Lights and have an iridescent coating on the top that is going to catch your eye, draw your eye to the areas it has been charted, and grab some of the colors of the drills around it as well. So, and then we have Z472. This is 2 bags of this light green fairy dust color. This is fairy dust number 3. We had what, 5 in total, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, just want to make sure I don't miss one as we go. But yes, so there's that glitter coating on there again. You could see it a little better on this one even. Ooh, love these colors here. I find that Diamond Art Club's drills are also really nicely faceted. They have quite a lot of sparkle. To be honest, their rounds, in my mind, are a little bit more overtly sparkly. They're almost twinkly compared to squares, but their squares still have a really, really pretty, almost more of like a shimmer effect sometimes, but it's such a pretty look. Now, I do like that this kit actually has more fairy dust than ABs. Speaking of, here's our next special drill color, Z3853. It's our nice brown fairy dust. I love the coating on that one. Because in artwork like this, I feel like it is more muted and kind of color palette. Oh, there's our last fairy dust. Sorry, I keep having to cut myself off. Z437. This is another brown fairy dust color. This one is a little bit lighter than the last one we looked at. So light brown, kind of medium or dark brown. What was I saying? Oh, because this artwork is a little bit more muted in terms of color palette, I think that the use of lots of fairy dust colors, which is a more subtle special drill effect, I think that's going to be really nice. Because if it were like chock full of ABs, it might feel like a little bold for the artwork. But then again, Diamond Art Club does a really nice job with charting their special drills, and so I'm sure they do it fantastically. There's the end of our strand of colors. Okay. Let's take a look. With all this confetti, I ask that you bear with me because it'll take a little bit to find all of our special drill colors. Let me see the best way to kind of go about this. So let me just check something real quick. All right, so first and foremost, our geese, that bright white that you see in camera, that's actually all going to be white fairy dust. It's like just bunches of color blocks of white fairy dust. Geese's head, geese's body over here, same with the white and this goose over here. And then in their legs, there's some of the darker brown fairy dust color, a little bit of shimmer in there. And then in the flowers over here, I'm seeing a lot of the pink fairy dust. It's one of the lighter pink colors. The lightest pink color like you see in these petals over here, that is going to be the pink AB. So lots of both the pink fairy dust and the pink AB in those flowers. The green fairy dust, remember we had 2 bags of that once. There's going to be quite a lot of it. It's this pale green. I'm trying to avoid the glare here. This pale green that's just kind of actually color blocked here throughout the grass. There's bits of it here. There's some of it in these leaves, kind of the lighter parts of the leaves. So that's going to be in a number of spots throughout. These flowers down here have both the pink AB and some of the pink fairy dust in those, going to give it a little bit of a shimmer. And then the loaves of bread have some of the lighter brown fairy dust in them. And oh, the geese's beaks have the darker brown fairy dust in there as well. So that's really fun. Let's see, our cat friend has quite a bit of the dark brown fairy dust. It's the darker brown color you see in camera. And the white of its ears and its nose, that is the white fairy dust color. Now getting into the witch's dress, this light pink that you see huge bunches of is going to be the pink AB, and then right next to it in some areas, actually a number of areas, is the pink fairy dust color. I love the effect of AB right next to fairy dust in similar colors because there's something about them together. It looks really, really nice. It just it pops and they like work together and just work magic. Two really is better than one here. So love to see that. Our geese over here have the same kind of special drills as the ones we've already looked at. They have the white fairy dust in their bodies, then the darker brown fairy dust in their feet as well as their beaks. And then the white of our witch's sleeves, these are all white fairy dust. Then in her hair, we have a good amount of the dark brown fairy dust. It's kind of the darker color that you see all throughout her hair. Did we have that much of that dark brown fairy dust in that bag? I guess we must have. A lot of the leaves over here in this plant, the light green, the light green parts on the leaves, that's our light green fairy dust color. And these pink flowers have just a tiny bit of the pink AB, but quite a bit of the light pink fairy dust color. So plenty of that for sure. And then let's see, there's a little bit of the, okay. So there is a little bit of light brown fairy dust in the witch's hair as well that I missed. So while I mentioned that there's a lot of that dark brown, there is definitely some of the light brown fairy dust as well. So her hair's just gonna shimmer. There's some of the light brown fairy dust down here. Love to see that. Just checking, okay. The fence, no, I thought I saw one of those symbols, it's not. Okay, there's some of the light brown fairy dust up here. I think it's like a field. So there's some lines of it over there. A little bit up here as well. Let's look at the house and her hat. Okay, so there's a bunch of the pink, oops, sorry about that. Pink fairy dust here in her hat and a little bit up here, but I think this is getting into flowers in front of the house. It is. There's some of the pink fairy dust in these flowers, a little bit of the pink AB as well. How about in the doors and windows? I don't think I see any special drills really in the house aside from where the flowers are. Okay. And then the clouds in the sky, the white clouds, that's going to be our white fairy dust color. Other than that, I don't see any green fairy dust in the tree leaves or branches at all. There's not really any special drills in those. So most of our special drills are definitely going to be more like the bottom half, bottom 2/3 of the painting, with the exception of the white and the clouds in the sky, which, that makes sense because I feel like the action and a lot of what's going on in the artwork really is in this lower part. So I love all the different special drills that they have worked in. My personal favorites, I love the 2 shades of brown fairy dust that are in her hair, and I love the 2 shades of pink special drills, the fairy dust and the AB, that are in her dress. And then I think the touches of the 2 different pink special drill colors and the flowers throughout, I think that's just going to give it a nice balanced amount of a little bit extra sparkle without being too overboard. And I think even the geese, well, it doesn't stand out to me as much. Like I'm looking at like kind of the focal point here, but even the white in the geese is really fun and I think going to be a nice addition as well. So you guys, this is Cottagecore Witch. This is beautiful. I was really interested to see how this would look in person, especially like with how her face would be rendered, because I know that this is, I think, kind of the max kind of size that Diamond Art Club can go to in some ways. And so I know when there's a lot of detail and it's such a big image that you don't always know how some of those little details are going to look. And I feel a lot better about seeing it in person, which is usually my experience, quite honestly, is often the digital render that I'll see in the social media previews. I just feel like it doesn't always do it total justice. And when I see it on the canvas, it looks better, just in my personal opinion. And then once drills are down, I feel like it looks even better because then we're actually seeing the true colors on the canvas and not having the image kind of muddied by there being like symbols that are playing with the way that the colors look on the canvas too, if that makes sense. So my impressions of this are really good. I think this looks really, really nice. I think this is really beautifully done, especially with just the sheer amount of detail going on in this particular piece. So I know a lot of people were really interested in this one, so I'm very interested to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Did you pick up this piece? Were you waiting to see an unboxing to see more of it up close, or is it just on your wish list for later? There have been some amazing new releases lately, and I'm sure there's more to come, so I don't blame you if you've had to wish list some things. That being said, I do believe as of the time of this filming that this kit is still in stock on the Diamond Art Club website, and I will have it linked directly below. If it's not in stock and you're hoping to catch it at another time, as long as it hasn't been discontinued, you should be able to sign up for a back in stock email notification. That'll let you know if and when it does get restocked. That can take some time just because of logistics, but fingers crossed you're able to snag it if it's on your wish list. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, my friends. Please subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I would love to have you here. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. I hope you have a day and a week that's as amazing as you are, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.